CN's gone for the burn setup.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let me just change the tags. Boom. There we go. The zero production stream is, well, it's not zero production. We have text names on top of their teams.
Well,
and
yeah.
I did put the mod pack in that they had. I copy pasted it because they did it so you don't have to extract stuff. So, you know, we're not totally useless. We just don't have all the fluff and the graphics and the UI and the teams and the flashing logos and all that type of stuff. Yeah, nobody needs that.
Using Hindenburgs.
Double Hinden, Moskva Stalin. What? With the Des Moines, and on the other side we've got Montana Yamato, single BB on the Waffle side. That's interesting. Grozvoy each. Are they thinking that AA is going to be effective? Oh, they've also got Dumble Midway, so I mean maybe a dive bomb nuisance and then whatnot.
Well, Henri has better DPM than you.
Alright, full speed, full speed.
Burst. I mean, I'm going full speed, but it's taking ages to accelerate, man.
I don't know what the problem was. That was just fine.
Perfection.
Maybe Orlan when it's
accelerates faster. I don't know.
Something like that. Anyway, first, okay, it's interesting. The Waffles are going with a rocket plane. You know, the fighter planes.
Yeah,
as the first scout over Bravo.
Midway's doing it as well.
Yeah.
Midway.
Well, and he's already docked his first wave, hasn't he?
Yeah, Midway has. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. Alright, DM going.
Grozvoy and Des Moines are spotted. At least people don't have to look at my shitty camera viewing. Thumbs up.
Yeah. So the initial planes here are just boost out, see the team's composition, where they're going, what are they doing.
Yep.
If you're smart about it, the AA ranges are not what they used to be, because more than any other season, the meta has changed dramatically with the way carriers work and the way AA works now. You used to have carriers in the old RTS system would not be the de facto spotter other than the beginning, but they would be the I need a site now, and then you would fly them in as like a reserve spotter. But now these things can fly on the periphery edge, and especially the TBs can spot almost indefinitely.
Is the CN completely spotted now? Could be anyway.
CN, the Henry, double Henry spotted, including the Mirai Yamato player.
Is the Stalingrad spotted?
He is now. It's interesting, the Waffle carrier player, I don't know, he just tried to rocket attack the Henry because he completely missed.
He's going to lose everything.
Yeah, well that much is obvious. I mean, the thing is, he's lost more planes than the other Midway player, though.
Yeah, the other Midway player is playing it, he's jettisoning the first squad away, so he's...
Oh, it makes sense, because you're never going to use the last wave, so why have them with you if you go in? That's just the nature of the working.
Dropping a Grozvoy now...
Yeah, but with rocket planes? I mean, you did some damage, but why not dive bombers? Because you can chump change them for 10k.
I guess, but I don't think he wants to waste them early on. Because they're mostly clustered early on.
How much health can the Grozvoy regenerate?
Down the hill, I guess.
Okay. Well, this is also thing. It's not actually a race for the caps either. There's quite a lot of positional play in this included.
How many ships are going towards the seaside for you?
It would be the double Henrys. Oh wait, no, sorry, that our team. We've got the double Hindenburgs. The double Hindenburgs are going on Charlie. I question
against the double Henry.
I'm not sure that's gonna work.
You're gonna get out DPS. The Grozvoy is being radared.
It's interesting.
Grozvoy's in a tough position here. He's literally in front of a Des Moines and Grozvoy. He's smoked up in front of a Des Moines.
Well, they see Ghost. Oh,
he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, Memphis.
He's 100% dead.
No, he can't get out of that. Why would he push up that aggressively? You reversed your tail in. Yeah, like what was Waffle thinking? Like if you smoke up, fine, but you reverse tail in on the extreme edge, and then maybe you're outside the radar and you can escape. It's
no,
not.
You can park close to the church. It's still safer than going.
Well, on the reverse side of the island and reverse butting in, even if you're spotted. We wouldn't have taken flanking fire from your S4 Henry on the extreme west.
Yep.
Oh well.
Well, now they have no destroyers, so spotting is much reduced.
Well, and it's also who wants to make the sacrificial push to grab a cap. You'd need to be more aggressive with that.
D. C. You can take C. You can bait the radar on C if they do it. They can push away the Moskva easily with double Henrys. But to be honest, Waffle needs to make the move now since they have one ship down.
There's no caps though. They're down, but it's not bad. It's not like game over bad. It's just
it's not game over bad. It's just a trading, you know.
So the first set of dive bombers are incoming for the midway. He's going after Cian's going after the Mosfa of WAFFLE. Yeah, but I don't. I see. There's a defensive fighter. He gets Thing is, the way dive bombers work is, I didn't even do that much. Is you get one strike, guaranteed. You can go in with one strike and you can get one hit, but that's it.
Yeah, he lost everything. Except for the one that he saved, so... Actually, this one's pretty safe. For some reason.
Well, the Hindenburgs are dueling the Henrys, so this will be an interesting idea on what works in meta. Midway doesn't typically use torpedo bombers, and Stalingrad just uses radar. Krammy, I think he's trying to see the Grozfire or anything in the smoke cloud as he rotates around for Alpha. I don't know if it's a good idea for Krammy and Stalingrad to... No, he's not pushing any further.
To be honest, the Grozfire... A's never going to be capped at this rate. The
Well, he'd be constantly reset.
It's better off going to B or C, but they should focus the Hindenburg at C. So...
See, alright, so here's another good thing by the CN. The CN's dive bombing again the Hindenburg, but he's only coming with 2 waves. He's not coming with the 3rd and 4th wave. He drops them before he gets close. And dive bombers can do up to 17 odd K depending if they hit. So see, the first wave, they're all wiped essentially. The reason you come with 2 waves is so that the first wave can hit and any planes that are shot down are replenished by the second wave. But you would never get the ability to drop a 3rd wave, so you don't bring the 3rd and 4th wave.
Yeah, this Hindenburg is committing suicide.
He wants Charlie.
Can't take it though.
But he's by himself.
He's gonna get spotted and bombed.
It's a Hindenburg. It's not like a Zao or anything. He will be detected. The Henrys will lob shells over the islands from distance. He's going to get Stalingrad and Yamato. And here comes
even if you're a Zao, you're just gonna get spotted by planes. So you have to have a DD with a smoke.
Which they don't.
Which you don't. So he's going to die.
And I'm not entirely sure that on summon plane is going to do anything either. And the thing is, even the carrier can just Zolo in with his rocket planes and just reset. So you just chump change all the... I mean, WAFFLE's throwing this away. Yeah. I would have preferred this to go longer and be more patient. I mean, sure, WAFFLE's behind, but I don't think that's an excuse to...
think it looks like a panic push, to be honest.
I mean, if you look at the respective health pools as well, the Mirai Yamato, he's jumped half his health. It's not...
Yep.
They've got double BBs though, so they can afford to maybe split. Yeah, they
split their battleship. So the problem is the destroyer that died early. Basically, you lose all cap pressure.
Yeah, slow creep, because the destroyer, maybe if he was creeping on Charlie, would have been really effective. You'd maybe have to watch the Stalingrad's long-range radar, but on the very tip of Charlie, you would have got
going to get bombed because his A.
So it's 2 groups again. See, there's 2 groups. So this might do 17k, and if you come from the nose, you can't really do reinforced sector. Oh, he just took a huge jump. This should kill him.
Just damage gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
But midway HE bombers are pretty insane. And the thing is, you don't typically use rocket planes on DDs either because of the way the accuracy is. You can fly and spot a DD, and within a second you can do a dive bomb with the HE of the midway and then still hit the destroyer, whereas you can't sort of spot and then try and expect to do a rocket plane attack and hit the same destroyer in the same kind of pass. It doesn't really work.
I understand why he used the rocket planes first. He didn't want to waste his dive bombers.
Yeah, because there's a certain reserve limit that you have. It's not unlimited by any means.
Even if they cap A, it's uphill battle. They're what, 3 ships down? Yeah, 3 ships down. They have they can't hold C. Basically, BC is pretty much open at this point.
Krammy isn't going to get A, he's going to get constantly reset.
Yeah, the Grozova is going to cap B now.
Yeah, Jester just needs to reverse his Des Moines, get out a line of sight of being, pressured.
Did you put the stream delay on?
Mm-hmm.
People were saying something.
No, delay is on. Whether or not it's the correct delay is another issue.
Aha. be honest, this Hindenburg should just move away, but he seems to be. Yes.
It's being aggressive again, pushing back in. So the Henrys from Charlie, I can tell, they're going to come in and pressure the Hindenburg. I mean, for
He's going to be
WAFFLE,
crossfired though.
yeah, it's already over.
Yeah, it's very hard to come back unless, you know.
What's the Montana from WAFFLE done this whole time? White GP. I don't.
He's been at the back shooting. That's it.
Was he trying to tap the Stalingrad or? Yeah,
no, he's trying to hit the Stalingrad, but at this range, it's not going to do much.
Yes. And there's some dive bombs on the Grozavoy, but the thing is, the Grozavoy is with the Des Moines, and then even in the Stalingrad, you just boom, defensive fire, and then it's not the flat clouds that you're worrying too much about. It's the passive aura is so
this
high.
Hindenburg is going to have it's going to be grinded down soon, so and it's pretty much game over by now.
I mean, because the double Henrys didn't have to. Yeah, with the YOLOing Hindenburg, I mean, why send one? I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
Even
in that
if you
scenario.
send two, it's still death.
Yeah, exactly. So all the Hindenburgs have to do is make sure the Henrys don't cap Charlie, and it's gonna have a stalemate, and that's fine. Like they managed to crap Alpha. So, for example, if the Hindenburg and the the Moskva didn't die in BC and just did a stalemate, then the pressure on Alpha would have been enough to grab yourself a cap point and come back from the DD deficit.
Not really. They can just cap B for free.
Well, if the Moskva and the double Hindenburg's there, okay, it's going to be slightly harder.
Hindenburg will be far away. Moskva will be slowly grinded down if he's close enough.
Okay.
Because he'll be bullied away by the honorees. Grozavoy can just bait radar, go in, bait radar, leave, and go back in again. What can they do? They can't do anything. The main problem was losing that Grozavoy there for nothing.
Yep. Nah, the problem with torpedo bombers in the midway is they take too long to be accurate. They're too panicky. They spread all the way out, and their activation range is crap. And then the ship just turns in. And you can't cross-drop ships anymore. Yes, it's nice that CVs can attack, and that's their new kind of role. They are more attack-focused rather than spotting, which is great if you've only ever done RTS spotting, but the TBs are pretty weak. And the reason he's using it is probably because all his dive bombers have been wiped out.
Well, kind of makes sense. You have to try and make a deficit, but it doesn't work.
Especially if the ships aren't focused. Like, if your ship is fighting another ship in a kind of dueling artillery match to the death, and then you throw in the second factor of and income planes, you might not have the ability to dodge planes. But if all you have to focus is the incoming planes, you're gonna dodge them, and then
they're gonna grind the Worcester down now. Go over the island? Oh, it does.
I mean, the 4-ship. I'm watching the.
Worcester's dead.
Grozavoy's got him. Yeah.
Game over. Oh, well played by. Though.
Yeah. These are all best of ones in this group, so.
Oh yeah, it's best of one.
Yeah, so there won't be a. It's like there's a preset map pool, so it's all best of ones.
Okay. Wait, are they instantly knocked out then?
No. It's like a big table type thing. So.
Oh, okay. So it's random. Okay. Yeah. It's cycles. Sorry.
We might see our next listed game while this is going on is at 40 minutes past. So we could possibly squeeze in to one of the 20-minute pass games, maybe, or the 10-minute pass games.
We can if you want. I don't mind.
If there's a game up, but otherwise we're just going to be going into a break for a while because this is very, very quick. Yeah, right, what's going on right now? This is King of the C8, and a destroyer decided to get himself caught in the beginning, and that's it. That's the main reason why everything's falling apart. WAFFLE isn't necessarily bad. One would question perhaps their ship selection, going with double Hindenburgs, but they made a misplay with the destroyer, and then that led to misplay number 2, and then misplay number 3, and then the whole team just collapses, and then that's it. And when the ships are all kind of separated, this is when the midway comes into its own.
The thing is, if they want to bring one battleship, they're looking for the extra cruiser firepower, that's EPM. But they didn't really get to use it, so it's a bit.
5 cruisers, Des Moines, Worcester, Moskva, Stalingrad, double Hindenburg. You got a mixture of hydros. You've got stealthy powerful AA. You've got radars, short and long range, but I don't know if you don't.
To be honest, Worcester is pretty weak against Henri's, and you're not going to be able to farm them.
Yeah.
At long range, it's.
The thing is, if you don't need to, like Henrys are fine if you can apply long range pressure. But if you're fighting over caps and you grab the caps and you then have to lure the Henrys in quicker, that's how you punish them. But if there's no like cap pressure or there's no taking the caps and they're just staring at each other and the Henrys can fire from a distance, then they're doing really well.
Well, you can just slowly spot the Worcester and farm them down if they don't have smokes. They don't seem to be doing the smoke plays here anyway. Nice game over, GG.
Yep, it's the inevitable tick to 1,000 points. Thing is, we could go into a 20-minute pass game, and provided it starts on time, we could make it and the next one. So I'll ask while we're looking.
I'll just ask. I don't mind if you want to do it.
Alright, cool. Right, let me just.